Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Jalen Hurts and the Detroit Lions taking on Justin Herbert and the Carolina Panthers.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Buying time to his left. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts, and it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And able to work his way down to the 16. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now here's the option play going left. Hurts fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Personal foul. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. McKee. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On 2nd down, McKee. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. There's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. There's a nice move, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
first and 10, Taylor now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
To the right side, this is Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. Oh, look at the juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
Here's Hurts to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Herbert. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. McKee, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. 1st quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Herbert on 1st down now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Herbert throwing again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, have 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real 1st quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll set up to throw.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
He'll look to throw.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Carolina offense about ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. To throw again on second down. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. McKee, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. And this is incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Booth. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Now it's Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll set up a throw. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. CD, he is getting closer. He just went past 18,000 career rushing yards, just a few hundred away from Mr. Emmitt Smith.
And aren't you glad we don't have to go down and interview him after the game?
I don't want to talk to him.
Because you know we'd have to ask him about the record. He doesn't want to talk about it at this time, I'm sure. But the countdown will officially begin.
Yeah, it's the elephant in the room. Everybody knows he's knocking on the door.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Foot and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Running left, Taylor.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On first down, Foot into the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back.
They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Herbert now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert, quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some very intriguing games in that early window, highlighted by the one going on at the Superdome. A big test for the Saints as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the LA Rams. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and the New York Giants. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run on first down. McKee, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On first down, McKee, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 38, Hurts. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Back to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looking to throw. Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
They'll run on 1st down. McKee. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun. Herbert throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On 1st down. Booth. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9. Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Herbert on 3rd down now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Up the middle they go. McKee. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And Detroit getting set to go now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hurts.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the false start will back them up 5. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the deficit will hold at 15. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Herbert's throw complete there to Bateman. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Three yards remain for second down. Herbert off of play action. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. McKee, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Herbert. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run on 1st down. McKee, no gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Hurts fumbles it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Throwing is Hurts.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw.
He's got Patterson on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down now. McKee.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, McKee.
And he can only manage to get a couple.
2nd and 8 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year, always a special one, and I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season, and before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for Carolina, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.